Hey, everybody, welcome back to this very fun episode of Chatting with Coach Amy. I'm going to be right by my own self, okay? Just me. It's just me today, okay? So, y'all just get ready. I'm going to share a little bit about my story. I feel like we have a lot of new people in the room, and I wanted to share my journey with Trim Healthy. And then I'm also going to talk about my upcoming challenge for the month of May, Guardrails, and why guardrails are so important in our life. And it totally ties into my whole story. So, growing up, I was always a smaller girl, petite. I'm 5'2" now, and just pretty small. I had a lot of health issues growing up: asthma, chronic sinus infections. If something was going around, I got it. Different things like that. Fast forward into my adulthood. After Wes and I got married, we had our first child a few years into marriage. And then we had another one a couple years later. And then we were ready to have our third. And I just couldn't get pregnant. And I'm like, what the heck? And so we ended up going to a rheumatologist, and she diagnosed me with Hashimoto's. So that was 2007 ish. And then in 2008, after I started on some medication, Katie was born, our youngest daughter. And then I had gotten my tubes tied after I had her. And I was 27. And then a few years later, at 29, I was having to have a total hysterectomy at 29 years old. Too young for a hysterectomy, friends, way too young. And I was not guided on how to take care of myself as a 29-year-old in menopause. I was not able to take hormone replacement that the doctor would have given, like Premarin. I actually took it for a few days, but then I had a pulmonary embolism. It was very small, but of course, still scary, still life-threatening. I was in the hospital for a week with the surgery, and then was home for, I think, one night, if I'm correct here. And then I had to be rushed back to the hospital with that embolism, and it was really, really scary. And I was in the hospital again for a week, and my girls were little. They were 2, 4, and 6. And I will take a little side note and thank everyone that helped us during that time, because it was scary. And we were just supported. We sure were. So we're just going to keep on going through this timeline, guys, because it gets really wild. So I was doing well. I started exercising again, watching what I ate, not doing THM. I didn't know what that was at the time. We had our girls, and then we decided that we wanted to adopt. We wanted to continue adding to our family. And it was also very important to us to honor a birth mother's choice of life. So we felt like we needed to back that up. We are very much pro-life here at the Gaskin House, and we felt like we needed to support that in a real way. And so we were matched with Camp's birth mother, and she had him within 6 weeks of that. And then a year later, she called back and said that she was expecting another baby, and we decided to adopt him as well. So that's how our family was created. During the year, right up before Knox, we found out about him, and through his birth, I was the most unhealthy I had ever been. I do believe that not being supported with hormones was part of it. I don't remember if I was on the thyroid medication at that time. My doctor had quit, and I just didn't have, I didn't have anyone to go to, type thing. It was very weird. And of course, I'm trying to survive with all these kids. I homeschooled them, and different things like that. I was very active in our church before Camp was born. I was the preschool director. After he was born, I led Bible studies and was in charge of different Bible studies at church. So we were very busy, and surviving, but I was not well. I was not doing well mentally. I was not doing well physically. I was not doing very well emotionally. And I think I was just surviving at that moment. I was on cruise control, surviving, and my family saw the worst. And that is not something I'm proud of. But if I can use that to help you and know that I've been where you are, if you're struggling with any of these things, I can help. It kind of makes you want to cry, to be honest. But I really did rely on food to comfort me, um, and just trying to find something to help me feel better, because I just did not feel good. And now I know what I know. Old girl needed some help. I needed sugar out of my life. I needed exercise. I needed hydration. I needed confidence, and I needed to rely on God. And there's been times in my life where I have relied on him well, and there have been times when I definitely have not. But going through those years, they seem a bit like a blur now. And I can go back and look at pictures and remember, she's smiling, but there's no joy. She's sad. I call her Sad Amy. And now I do have bad days, sad days. I have frustrating days, but overall, I'm not Sad Amy anymore. And I'm so, so grateful for that. So my highest weight was getting really close to 160. I'm 5'2". And that was tipping at, let's see, summer of 2016. And I decided that I wanted to get back in the gym. In previous years, I had done a lot of kettlebell exercises with a couple of people that were local to our area, and I loved it. I was not an athlete ever, 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 but I absolutely loved it. And I just decided I was going to go big or go home. And I went to our local CrossFit gym, and I've been there ever since. So this July, my gracious, this July will be 8 years that I've been going to CrossFit. And it really set the standard for me of what was important. I had to make a really hard choice because at the time that I started, I was a stay-at-home mom with 5 kids, and Wes worked. I did not work. I kept the kids. I homeschooled them, took care of the house, all those things. And so I had to go at 5:30 in the morning, and it was not easy. There were some times in the summer where Wes would have to leave before I got home. The kids were usually still asleep. And Bella was a little older, but still, like, I was always nervous about that. But we made it work. And I've been doing it, consistently since then. Currently, right now, I am recovering from a major sinus surgery. And so I still sound kind of funny from that, but I'm healing up, thank the Lord. But that's a whole nother part of my health journey. But anyway, I just wanted to say that sometimes the hard thing is the hard thing, and you got to just do it. It's not easy getting up 3 days a week, sometimes 2 days a week at 4:44 a.m. That's what time I get up to get to a class at 5:30. It's not easy. It's not, but I love it, and it has saved my life. So fast forward to January of 2017, that's when my BFF JJ showed me a Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. I love cookbooks. I always have. I love to cook. I love to create. I love to make people happy with food. And I love to empower women. I love Jesus. And I thought it was really cool that they had written this cookbook. I didn't know it was a big old thing. I didn't know what Trim Healthy Mama was. I was like, oh, they wrote a cookbook. How cute. Look at all their kids. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they've adopted kids. Oh, this is so great. And so I found a lot of commonality there, and I just loved it. And so I decided I was going to start cooking out of that cookbook. And then I decided that I was going to be, going through, looking at the information and reading over different things that I could do to support my body better, and started realizing that this is actually a plan for health. And so I read everything that I could. I asked questions, and I did it. I remember some of my favorite recipes were just the really simple ones, like still my favorite crispy salmon siesta. I loved the Choco Chip Baby Frap in the back of THC. It's a fuel pull. I had that a lot of afternoons for my snack. I made the secret big boy so much that I don't think I've made it in the last 5 years because I made that thing so much. But anyway, that was kind of my beginnings, and I just kept going. About a year in, I settled into some kitchen fatigue. I was just so tired of cooking everything that I had to eat. It was just getting too overwhelming, and I stopped. And then all of the symptoms that I'd had before: extremely tired, joint pain, didn't feel good, moody, irritable, not fun to live with, and Wes was like, what the world? And he just encouraged me to get back in there and try to simplify it. So I went meat and veg, S or E, fuel pull in the afternoon, just keep things simple, get back to a CrossFit like I was, drink my water, different things like that. And I got right back on track. And then in 2019, I became a THM coach, which definitely has changed my life. I never thought that I would actually have a thriving business doing this and empowering women and receiving messages almost every day of people thanking me and little comments of people thanking me and encouraging me. These are women that I would have never met otherwise. These are women that are meeting each other that would have never known each other otherwise. It is absolutely amazing, and it's a complete God thing, and I give him all the glory for that. So this is just, I don't know how much to say, but I just want y'all to know that I have been through it. I've been through it. I know. I was addicted to food. I wanted all the things all the time, and I was hard on myself. And there's something that I want to share with you. Success equals time plus consistency, and that's what I did. I gave myself time, and I was consistent. So I just want to leave that with you guys this morning. Well, this morning while I'm recording, today as you're listening. Let's talk a little bit about guardrails. Guardrails is what I do. I have guardrails up in my life to keep me safe. I go to CrossFit Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's my goal. That's my guardrail. Sometimes rest does trump that, and I have to prioritize the rest because of different things in my life. Adrenal fatigue, we don't ever want to come back, and so I have to be very careful of that. Recovering from a surgery, I have to be careful. So the guardrails is a unique opportunity for all of you, no matter what your financial circumstance is, to elevate and level up your health. This is a pay what you can challenge, at least $5. It's for the entire month of May. It's designed to empower you through the 4 foundational pillars of health: nutrition, hydration, fitness, and rest. And I'll be with you during the entire month of May to help you establish healthy routines that stick and are real for you. So this isn't just for pros, but it can be. Maybe you need a little reset, a little boop reset, but it can also be for any of you who are following THM, or maybe you're not. I'm not that particular. This is just this is for people who want to just create a good routine for their health. It's great. Am I going to talk a little bit about THM? Yeah, it's a big part of me. So yes, I am. Each week, we're going to focus on one foundational pillar. For example, week 1 is all about nutrition and fueling. We're going to talk about practices to help keep yourself on the straight and narrow with that, being planned and prepared, different tips and tricks. And that's going to be so, so great. You're going to be able to choose your challenge. What are you going to do that week to level up your fueling, your nutrition? What are you going to do? And I plan to eliminate personal choice. That is something I have been creeping into, and I need to get that knocked out. Okay. I do want to tell you guys that I had an amazing giveaway. I gave away a Trim Healthy Go bag, a free entry to this challenge, and a free one-on-one call. And those have been awarded already on Saturday. And so congratulations to those winners. We had Debbie, Megan, and Cherie all won. And so those ladies have been super blessed. I want to tell y'all guys, I set a goal to have 300 people enter the giveaway. I had 336. I'm so, so excited. So I hope that you will become a part of this May Guardrails Challenge so that I can help you set up an amazing routine that will carry you through. This is meant to be sustainable for life. When THM was written, Serena and Pearl were very specific to call it the Trim Healthy Lifestyle. And I think that's missed a lot. And also, you got to make it work for you. So I just want to encourage you guys to join this challenge, see what God can do in your life during the month of May. Join an amazing community of like-minded women who want the same things that you do. And remember, it's pay what you can. So you just do what works for you. I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks so much for listening. I can't wait to see you in Guardrails. Bye, everybody.